Have you ever stopped to consider that your morning breakfast might be secretly harming your health as you age? Imagine waking up every day feeling more energized, with stable blood pressure and better overall well-being simply by making a few simple changes to what you eat in the morning. Sounds intriguing, right? In today's video, we'll uncover 3 common breakfast foods that many seniors believe are harmless but could be putting your health at risk. From hidden sugars that spike your blood pressure to high-fat options that strain your heart, these everyday choices might be more dangerous than you think. But that's not all. Stay tuned until the end to discover delicious and easy-to-prepare alternatives that can transform your mornings and boost your vitality. Plus, hear inspiring stories from people just like you who have made these changes and are now enjoying better health and more energy every day. Don't miss out on these life-changing insights that could protect you and your loved ones. Hit that subscribe button and let's dive into how you can start making smarter breakfast choices today. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Now, let's begin. 1. Processed foods. In today's fast-paced world, processed foods have crept into nearly every aspect of our lives, especially when it comes to breakfast. For many seniors, the allure of convenience outweighs the potential health risks. Instant oatmeal packets, frozen waffles, boxed cereals, and other processed breakfast options have become common go-to choices for seniors, primarily because they are quick and easy to prepare. But, as innocent as these foods may seem, they could be silently eroding your health, especially after the age of 60. Take the case of Robert, a 72-year-old retiree whose daily breakfast routine consisted of instant oatmeal and packaged pastries. Robert's mornings were all about convenience, something quick and easy to grab before starting his day. It was so simple, he recalls. I didn't have to think about it. Just tear open the packet, add hot water, and breakfast is ready. However, that simplicity came at a cost. When Robert visited his doctor for a routine checkup, he was shocked to see his blood pressure readings. His doctor showed him the alarming numbers and explained how his breakfast choices might be contributing to his health problems. I didn't realize how much those quick breakfasts were affecting me, Robert admits. I just thought they were harmless. Robert's story is a common one. Many seniors, unknowingly, are making choices that seem harmless at first but can have profound long-term consequences on their health. Why processed foods are a problem for seniors. To understand why processed breakfast foods are so damaging to older adults, Dr. Williams, a specialist in senior nutrition, offers some clarity. Processed breakfast foods are often packed with excessive amounts of salt, harmful preservatives, and hidden sugars, he explains. The aging body becomes more sensitive to these ingredients after 60, meaning what you could easily tolerate in your 40s may now be causing harm. Dr. Williams highlights an important truth. As we age, our bodies don't function as they once did. Our metabolism slows down, and the organs that once handled certain nutrients with ease begin to struggle with processing them effectively. Let's take a deeper look at what's lurking in your breakfast choices. Instant oatmeal, for instance, may seem like a healthy option, especially when you consider the fiber it offers. However, what most people don't realize is that a single packet of instant oatmeal often contains up to 200 milligrams of salt. This is a surprisingly high amount for such a small meal. For someone already dealing with high blood pressure, this extra salt can be dangerously problematic. Additionally, many instant oatmeal packets are loaded with added sugars to enhance flavor, further exacerbating blood pressure problems. So, that quick and easy breakfast could be setting the stage for even bigger health issues down the road. Frozen waffles, while appealing for their crispy texture and ease of preparation, aren't much better. They are often packed with preservatives, which not only affect the taste but can also lead to inflammation in the body. This inflammation can have far-reaching consequences, from exacerbating joint pain to making digestive issues worse. Many seniors suffer from conditions like arthritis, and preservatives can make the pain more intense. But it doesn't stop there. These preservatives can also wreak havoc on your digestive system, leading to bloating and discomfort, and even contributing to more severe digestive problems. It's not just the foods themselves that are harmful, but the way our bodies react to them as we age. Dr. Williams points out that after 60, the kidneys become less effective at processing salt. This means that foods high in sodium, like bacon, sausage, or processed cheeses, can put a significant strain on the kidneys, raising the risk of kidney disease and hypertension. It's a vicious cycle. As we eat more processed foods, our bodies struggle to process them, leading to a cascade of health problems that could have been avoided. The impact of preservatives and chemicals on older adults. Dr. Williams also emphasizes the role of preservatives in processed foods, pointing out that they can cause more than just digestive upset. These chemicals trigger inflammation throughout the body, leading to a variety of health concerns. For instance, chronic inflammation is now believed to be a key factor in heart disease, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. As we age, inflammation becomes a bigger problem, Dr. Williams explains. If you're consuming preservatives regularly, you're giving your body more of what it doesn't need, and it can affect your joints, your heart, and even your brain. Seniors may also notice changes in their cognitive abilities, such as memory problems or difficulty focusing. While aging is natural, the foods we eat can accelerate or slow down cognitive decline. The added sugars and artificial ingredients in processed foods have been linked to worsening memory issues and, in some cases, even the development of conditions like dementia. By eating processed breakfast foods, seniors may unknowingly be increasing their risk for such conditions. The deceptive, healthy options. You might think that a better alternative is to turn to those healthy processed foods that are marketed specifically to seniors. Breakfast bars, drinks, and other specially formulated products are often advertised as being packed with vitamins and minerals that are beneficial for older adults. However, Dr. Williams has some advice. Just because a product is marketed as healthy doesn't mean it is. He warns his patients that many of these so-called healthy options still contain processed ingredients, preservatives, artificial sweeteners, and sugars, which can have the same harmful effects on the body as other processed foods. For instance, breakfast drinks, which are often seen as a quick and nutritious option, are typically filled with chemicals that seniors may not be able to digest as well as younger individuals. One major problem with these products is their artificial ingredients, which can be especially irritating to older digestive systems. As we age, our digestive systems become more sensitive. Foods that were once easy to digest now cause discomfort, bloating, or indigestion. Artificial sweeteners, common in many breakfast drinks and bars, can be particularly difficult for seniors to tolerate. They can trigger digestive issues like gas, bloating, and even diarrhea, adding to the already delicate balance of the aging digestive system. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Even whole grain cereals, often touted as healthy, can be full of hidden sugars and preservatives. Dr. Williams points out that many of these cereals contain added sugars that are not always listed clearly on the label. If you need a dictionary to understand the ingredient list, you probably shouldn't eat it, he advises. These hidden sugars can lead to blood sugar spikes and crashes, contributing to feelings of fatigue and irritability throughout the day. A better way: fresh, whole foods for breakfast. The good news is that it's still possible to enjoy a quick, nutritious breakfast without relying on processed foods. Instead of grabbing that packet of instant oatmeal, try using regular oats and prepare them the night before. This way, you can still have a quick breakfast, but without the added salt and sugars. Fresh fruit paired with plain yogurt can offer a delicious and satisfying alternative to sugary cereals. For a savory option, whole grain toast topped with mashed avocado provides a healthy dose of fiber, healthy fats, and vitamins to start your day off right. Joan, a 65-year-old grandmother, found a simple way to make breakfast both easy and healthy. I used to think eating healthy meant spending a lot of time in the kitchen, but now I make overnight oats every Sunday for the whole week, she shares. In the morning, I just add fresh berries and nuts. It's so simple, and I don't have to think about it. Joan has seen incredible results from making this small change. Over the past 6 months, her blood pressure has improved, she feels more energetic throughout the day, and she's noticed fewer digestive issues. The benefits of eliminating processed foods from your diet are not just physical but emotional as well. There's something deeply empowering about making choices that prioritize your health. When you make an effort to choose whole, fresh ingredients over processed alternatives, you are telling your body that you value it. You are investing in your long-term well-being. In doing so, you may not only improve your physical health but also your emotional resilience, making it easier to handle the ups and downs of aging. In the end, it's not just about avoiding processed foods. It's about reclaiming your health and enjoying the vitality you deserve in your later years. As you age, your body needs more care, more respect, and better nutrition than ever before. So the next time you're in the kitchen, ask yourself, is this meal nourishing my body, or is it simply filling a void? The choice is yours, and it's a choice that can make all the difference for your health and happiness in the years to come. What about convenience? As we grow older, many of us face the dilemma of how to maintain a healthy diet without spending hours in the kitchen, slaving over the stove and counter. The idea of giving up processed foods might sound appealing in theory, but the reality often raises concerns. Many seniors, especially those living alone, worry that switching to a whole food, unprocessed diet will be too time-consuming or difficult to manage. It's understandable. Cooking from scratch can feel overwhelming, particularly when you're not accustomed to doing it every day. Take Mary, for example. At 68, Mary had the same concerns. I live alone, and I don't want to spend all day cooking big meals just for myself, she says. Like many of us, she used to reach for convenient processed foods, believing that they were the only quick, easy solution. But over time, she began to feel the toll it was taking on her body. Low energy, bloating, and just an overall sense of feeling off. She realized she needed a change, but the thought of giving up processed foods seemed daunting at first. Her breakthrough came when she realized that simplicity doesn't have to mean sacrifice. Instead of trying to create elaborate meals every day, Mary developed a plan that worked with her lifestyle. She started by cooking large batches of plain oatmeal at the beginning of the week, so she wouldn't have to make it each morning. She kept hard-boiled eggs on hand in the fridge, ready to eat, and stocked up on fresh fruits like bananas, apples, and berries, foods that don't require cutting or much preparation. She also filled her pantry with plain yogurt and a variety of nuts for easy access to protein when needed. It's really beautiful in its simplicity, she says. Now I can put together a healthy, nutritious breakfast in just a few minutes, and I feel so much better. I never knew eating well could be this easy. Mary's experience is a powerful reminder that health doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't require spending hours in the kitchen or preparing gourmet meals. With a little forethought and a few simple swaps, anyone can start moving towards a healthier lifestyle. Dr. Williams, a well-respected nutrition expert, advocates for just this kind of easy, manageable change. It's all about planning, he explains. If you dedicate just 30 minutes on Sunday to prepping a few key ingredients, you can set yourself up for healthy breakfasts all week. He's seen the positive effects firsthand in his patients, many of whom have reported dramatic improvements in their health after making small, unprocessed food swaps. These patients often tell me that they've noticed better digestion, more stable blood pressure, less joint pain, and a surprising increase in energy, Dr. Williams adds. Take Bill, for example, a 75-year-old retiree who decided to make the change to unprocessed breakfasts after struggling with mornings filled with brain fog and sluggishness. My morning brain fog lifted after just 2 weeks of eating unprocessed breakfasts, Bill shares, his voice filled with gratitude. I didn't even realize how much those processed foods were affecting my thinking and my energy levels. I used to drag myself out of bed, and now I feel more awake and alert. It's like a fog lifted, and I didn't even know it was there. Bill's story is a perfect example of how something as simple as swapping processed foods for whole, nourishing options can have a profound effect on mental clarity and physical well-being. But the benefits don't stop there. For seniors, especially those taking medications, choosing whole foods over processed options can have a major impact on how well their body absorbs and processes medications. Many processed foods contain additives, preservatives, and chemicals that can interfere with medication absorption, making it harder for your body to reap the full benefits of the treatment you're taking. This is particularly important for seniors who are managing conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or heart disease, where medication effectiveness is critical. A whole food breakfast, like a bowl of oatmeal or a simple hard-boiled egg, can help your body absorb medications more effectively and allow them to work as they're intended to. It's crucial to understand that making these changes isn't about perfection. It's not about turning your entire lifestyle upside down overnight or completely cutting out every processed food. It's about taking one small step at a time, understanding that each little change is a victory. Perhaps this week, you replace your sugary instant oatmeal with a bowl of regular oats, topped with fresh fruit and a sprinkle of nuts. Next week, maybe you decide to swap that greasy, processed breakfast meat for a hard-boiled egg or a scoop of Greek yogurt. Small, incremental changes like these can make a world of difference over time. What's even more inspiring is the emotional and mental shift that happens when you start making these changes. It's easy to forget how much we deserve to feel our best, especially when we're used to putting everyone else's needs first or just getting by with whatever is most convenient. But taking the time to nourish your body with real, whole foods is an act of self-love. It's an acknowledgement that you matter and that your well-being is worth investing in. You don't have to be perfect or do everything at once. Just take it slow and permit yourself to enjoy the process. It may seem daunting at first, but the long-term benefits are undeniable. You're giving your body the nutrients it needs to feel good, to stay sharp, and to keep moving with energy and enthusiasm. In time, the simple act of changing your breakfast habits can transform your whole approach to health. With each small decision to choose wholesome, nourishing foods, you'll feel more connected to your body, more empowered, and more in tune with the changes you're making. It's about living well, not just in the big moments, but in the small, everyday choices that add up to a healthier, happier you. So, take it one bite at a time, and don't rush the process. Make a change today, and by tomorrow, you'll begin to feel the difference. Your future self will thank you for it. 2. Foods high in refined sugar. Let's take a closer look at a danger that often sneaks under the radar for many seniors. Foods that are high in refined sugar. For many, a sweet treat at breakfast might seem innocent enough, but for adults over 60, these seemingly harmless indulgences can be a ticking time bomb for serious health problems. While sugar might feel like a comforting or energizing part of your morning routine, it can be a silent contributor to chronic health issues that can significantly impact your quality of life as you age. Take Linda, a 70-year-old woman, for example. She's one of many seniors who learned this lesson the hard way. "I always thought my morning routine was healthy," Linda says, recalling her typical breakfast. A glass of orange juice, sweetened yogurt, and a fruit Danish. It wasn't until she was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes that she realized how much sugar she had been consuming every morning, often without even noticing. "I was completely blind to the amount of sugar I was taking in. It wasn't until the doctor pointed it out that I understood how dangerous it had become." Linda's experience is not unique. Many seniors go about their mornings, thinking they're eating healthy foods, but they're unwittingly consuming a substantial amount of refined sugar, which can wreak havoc on their health. Dr. Williams, a specialist in aging and metabolism, explains why sugar is particularly harmful for seniors. As we age, our bodies naturally become less efficient at processing sugar, he says. This happens because our insulin response, the hormone responsible for managing blood sugar, slows down with age. What used to be a manageable sugar spike in your younger years can now become something much more dangerous. Even a modest amount of sugar in the morning can cause dramatic fluctuations in blood sugar levels, and the consequences are far more severe as you get older. He often uses a simple demonstration to show his patients the hidden dangers of sugary breakfasts. A so-called healthy breakfast like yogurt with fruit or a glass of juice, can sometimes have more sugar than 4 candy bars. That's not something most people realize until they see it in black and white. So what happens when you eat a sugar-heavy breakfast, especially after the age of 60? The results are more concerning than you might think. Within minutes of consuming that sugary meal, your blood sugar levels surge, sending your body into overdrive. Your pancreas, which produces insulin to help regulate blood sugar, has to work extra hard to keep up with the flood of sugar. Unfortunately, for many seniors, the pancreas isn't as efficient as it once was. As we get older, the pancreas becomes less efficient at managing insulin production, Dr. Williams explains. This means that the body is forced to work harder than it should, and this extra stress can set the tone for the rest of the day. Instead of the gentle wake-up your body needs in the morning, it's thrown into a frenzy to deal with the sudden sugar rush. But the worst part comes a couple of hours after the sugary breakfast. Your blood sugar crashes. This is when things can start to feel unpleasant. You may suddenly feel exhausted, shaky, irritable, or even extremely hungry again. This cycle of sugar spikes and crashes isn't just uncomfortable, it's dangerous. Many seniors, caught in this cycle, reach for more sugary foods to get that quick burst of energy, which only exacerbates the problem. This cycle, if left unchecked, can lead to several serious health conditions like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and even cognitive decline. It's a vicious, exhausting loop that can be hard to break once you're in it. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. And it's not just obvious sugary foods that are the problem. Many products that are marketed as healthy or light are often loaded with hidden sugars. A fruit-flavored yogurt cup might sound like a good choice, but did you know that many of these contain as much sugar as a scoop of ice cream? Or that glass of orange juice? Even though it doesn't have added sugar, it contains a concentrated amount of sugar from multiple pieces of fruit without the fiber to slow down absorption. This can cause a much faster spike in your blood sugar than you'd expect. Many cereals that are marketed as heart-healthy can also be packed with sugar, sometimes even more than a chocolate chip cookie. Margaret, another patient of Dr. Williams, was shocked when she learned the truth. "I had no idea," she says. "I always had a glass of apple juice and a bowl of Raisin Bran for breakfast, thinking I was doing the right thing. Now, I know that was like starting my day with a dessert." The long-term effects of regularly eating a sugar-heavy breakfast are particularly concerning for seniors. Dr. Williams explains that the constant cycle of blood sugar spikes and crashes can put a huge strain on your body, especially your heart and kidneys. Over time, this can lead to the development of type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, and even dementia. More and more research also shows links between high sugar intake and increased inflammation, which can make conditions like arthritis and joint pain worse. The emotional toll of constantly feeling tired, moody, or even depressed as a result of these sugar swings is also often overlooked, but it's something many seniors experience. The stress on the body can also impact sleep, making it harder to rest and recuperate. But there's good news. You don't have to give up the joy of breakfast or succumb to these dangerous sugar cycles. With a little bit of planning and some healthy swaps, you can still enjoy a satisfying and delicious breakfast that doesn't send your blood sugar levels on a roller coaster ride. The key is to choose foods that provide natural sweetness along with other important nutrients like fiber, protein, and healthy fats. These nutrients help regulate sugar absorption, keeping your blood sugar levels stable and helping you feel energized and balanced throughout the day. Tom, a 68-year-old man, made the switch just a few months ago. "I used to have sweetened instant oatmeal with dried fruit every morning," he says. "Now, I have plain Greek yogurt with fresh berries and a sprinkle of cinnamon. The berries give me the sweetness I crave, but I don't get that mid-morning crash anymore. My energy lasts all morning." Tom's story is just one example of how small changes can lead to big improvements in your health and well-being. If you're someone who struggles with energy dips after breakfast, this could be the key to regaining control of your mornings. Dr. Williams recommends looking closely at labels when choosing breakfast foods. Pay attention to words that end in "ose," such as glucose, fructose, or dextrose. These are all different forms of sugar. He also advises being cautious of syrups, honey, and fruit juice concentrates. While they might seem more natural, they can have the same effect on your blood sugar as refined sugars. What about artificial sweeteners? They're not the solution, says Dr. Williams. Though they may seem like a safe alternative, research shows they can still affect blood sugar levels, and they may even interfere with the way your body processes natural sugars. Plus, many seniors find that artificial sweeteners can cause digestive discomfort, making them an option you should avoid if possible. Instead of relying on refined sugars, Dr. Williams encourages seniors to explore natural ways to sweeten their breakfasts. A sprinkle of cinnamon can enhance sweetness without adding sugar, and fresh berries provide natural sweetness along with a wealth of antioxidants. A ripe banana can also be a great way to add sweetness to your oatmeal while providing potassium and fiber, two nutrients that are important for seniors. The goal isn't to eliminate sugar, Dr. Williams reminds us that it's about making smarter choices by opting for natural sources of sweetness that come with additional health benefits. Over time, your taste buds will adjust, and you'll begin to notice the subtle sweetness in foods like fresh peaches, strawberries, or ripe bananas. Carol, 73, shared her experience. At first, everything tasted bland without the sugar. But after a few weeks, I started tasting the natural sweetness in foods like fresh peaches and strawberries. Now, sugary foods taste way too sweet for me. Remember, making small changes to your breakfast doesn't mean sacrificing flavor or enjoyment. It's about making choices that nourish your body, help you feel your best, and protect your health as you age. Start with small, manageable swaps. Maybe switch that sugary cereal for oatmeal with fresh fruit this week, and notice how your body responds. You'll feel better, have more energy, and improve your overall health. Stay tuned for the next part of this series, where we'll uncover the third breakfast food that might be silently undermining your health after 60. 3. High-fat foods. Let's talk about something that is often overlooked, but can have a profound effect on your overall health as you age: high-fat foods. Now, before we dive into the details, it's important to remember that not all fats are inherently harmful. Healthy fats are essential for our bodies, especially as we get older. However, the type of fats we choose to consume, especially for breakfast, can make a huge difference, particularly for seniors. It's all too easy to fall into the habit of indulging in those comforting, familiar morning favorites like crispy bacon, greasy sausage, or buttery pastries. These are foods that many of us grew up loving, and they've been ingrained in our daily routines for years. But what happens when we continue to make these same choices day after day? It's not as harmless as we might think. Take David, for example. David is a 75-year-old man who used to start every day with his go-to breakfast: 2 fried eggs, 3 strips of bacon, and buttered toast. "I thought I needed a hearty breakfast at my age," he recalls. "I thought it was important to start the day with something substantial, something filling that would give me the energy to face the day ahead." But his doctor had a different story to tell. After a routine checkup, David's doctor showed him his cholesterol numbers, and he was shocked to find out they were dangerously high. They were through the roof, David says with a mixture of disbelief and regret. Like so many seniors, David didn't realize how these fatty breakfast choices, which had been a comforting part of his routine for years, were quietly and steadily affecting his heart health. David's experience is unfortunately not unique. Dr. Williams, a well-respected heart specialist, explains why fatty foods become more problematic as we age. "Our metabolism slows down considerably after 60, Dr. Williams says. And as our metabolism slows, our bodies no longer process fats as efficiently as they once did. Foods that might not have had much of an effect on your health when you were younger can now have a significant impact on your heart health, energy levels, and overall well-being. The truth is, Those greasy breakfast foods that once went down without a second thought can now be quietly sabotaging your health. The real concern, according to Dr. Williams, lies in saturated fats, those unhealthy fats that are commonly found in popular breakfast meats like bacon, sausage, and ham. These fats raise your bad cholesterol levels, which can lead to plaque buildup in your arteries. For seniors, this is especially dangerous because as we age, our arteries naturally lose flexibility. As your arteries become less flexible with age, it becomes much harder for blood to flow freely, which can put you at a much higher risk for heart disease, Dr. Williams explains. But the effects don't stop there. The consequences of consuming fatty breakfast foods are often felt throughout the entire body, especially in terms of energy. Dr. Williams points out, many of my patients don't realize that those fatty breakfasts are the reason they feel sluggish and tired all day. High-fat meals take much more energy for the body to digest, and when you eat them first thing in the morning, you're forcing your body to work overtime right when it should be focusing on other important activities. Think about it. When you eat a high-fat breakfast, your body has to use up precious energy to break down those fats instead of using that energy to fuel your day. And for seniors, that energy is already in limited supply. Take Martha, a 68-year-old woman who loved her morning croissants. They seemed lighter than bacon and eggs, so I thought they were better for me, she recalls, with a touch of regret. I thought they were a healthier option, something that wouldn't be so heavy on my stomach. But what Martha didn't realize was that those buttery, flaky croissants were packing a lot of saturated fat. One butter croissant can contain as much saturated fat as 4 strips of bacon. That's right, those seemingly innocent pastries can be just as harmful to your health as your favorite fatty breakfast meats. Dr. Williams points out that croissants, like many pastries, often contain a lot of hidden saturated fat that can quietly raise your cholesterol and increase inflammation throughout your body. This inflammation can trigger a cascade of issues, including joint pain, digestive problems, and a heightened risk of heart disease. It's no wonder that Martha began to notice her joints aching more, and her energy levels declining. For seniors, inflammation is a silent and often insidious threat. When you eat a diet high in saturated fats, especially early in the morning, you can trigger widespread inflammation throughout your body. This inflammation can worsen existing conditions like arthritis and lead to more joint pain, digestive discomfort, and even an increased risk of heart disease. Many seniors don't realize that what they're eating in the morning can affect them all day long, and the consequences can be far-reaching. Another significant concern is the impact that high-fat breakfasts can have on medications. Many seniors take daily medications for heart health, blood pressure, and other important conditions. Dr. Williams explains, a fatty breakfast can interfere with the effectiveness of these medications. He's seen patients whose blood pressure medications became less effective due to their high-fat breakfast habits. This is a serious issue because many medications rely on a certain metabolic balance to work effectively. If you're eating foods that throw off this balance, your medications may not be as effective, putting you at risk for more serious health problems. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. But here's the good news. You don't have to give up that satisfying, comforting breakfast you love. The key is making smarter choices about the kinds of fats you consume. Instead of loading up on unhealthy, saturated fats from processed meats and pastries, choose healthier fats that can benefit your body. Healthy fats, found in foods like avocados, nuts, and olive oil, can help lower your bad cholesterol, reduce inflammation, and give you sustained energy throughout the day. These healthy fats are not only heart healthy, but they also keep you feeling full longer, which means you're less likely to reach for unhealthy snacks later on. Dr. Williams assures us that eggs can still be part of a healthy breakfast, as long as they're prepared the right way. Eggs can be part of a healthy breakfast, he says. The key is in how you cook them. Instead of frying them in butter or oil, try boiling or poaching them. You still get the protein and nutrients, but without the extra fat that comes from frying. This simple switch can make a world of difference for your health, while still allowing you to enjoy one of your favorite breakfast foods. Helen, a 71-year-old woman, found easy yet effective ways to revamp her morning routine. "I switched from butter to mashed avocado on my whole grain toast," she says. "And instead of fried eggs and bacon, I have a poached egg with sliced tomatoes. I still feel satisfied, but my cholesterol has improved, and I have so much more energy throughout the day." It's inspiring to hear stories like Helen's, where small changes can lead to big improvements in health, energy, and overall well-being. The benefits of choosing healthier breakfast fats go far beyond just improving heart health. Many seniors who make these changes report better digestion, more stable energy levels, and even reduced joint pain. "It's amazing how much better I feel," Helen adds. "I used to feel drained by mid-morning, but now I stay active all day long. I have the energy to do the things I love, without feeling like I need a nap every few hours." These changes can help you regain control over your health and live a more vibrant life, even in your later years. Remember, changing your breakfast habits isn't about depriving yourself of the foods you love. It's about making smarter choices that will leave you feeling energized, healthy, and empowered. Start small. Maybe switch from regular bacon to turkey bacon, or swap avocado for butter on your toast. Your body will thank you, and you'll soon feel the difference in your health and vitality. So, take the first step today. Your heart, body, and mind will be grateful for it. So, what have we learned today? We've uncovered the surprising truths behind common breakfast habits and their impact on our health as we age, especially when it comes to high-fat foods. From understanding how our metabolism changes over time to discovering healthier alternatives that can help boost our energy and protect our hearts, it's clear that small changes can make a big difference. I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned today that you're going to start practicing in your own life? Whether it's swapping out those greasy morning meats for healthier fats, choosing eggs the right way, or even making a simple switch like avocado on your toast, share it in the comments below. Your experiences could inspire others who are on a similar journey. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more valuable content on health, vitality, and living your best life. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to hear how these tips work for you.